You climb the corporate ladder, hit your milestones, and put in the hours. Yet, for many, the effort of working harder is offset by a domestic economy that seems to be moving backward at the same speed. Elevating a family's financial position is a staggering challenge when there is no clear, systemic mechanism to outpace inflation and stagnant wages. This is why global education is increasingly viewed through a purely economic lens. It is a way to move your career into a market where the math of your lifetime earnings is calculated differently. A single strategic move at this scale can reset a family's baseline trajectory for decades. It is about choosing a system that rewards ambition with a higher baseline for growth. Confidence in the future doesn't come from working harder. It comes from positioning yourself within a structure that offers a built-in advantage. For the 2026 intake, Canada has introduced specific policy changes that prioritize higher education as a pathway to professional integration. The new framework focuses on 3 areas: immediate earning capacity during study, extended postgraduate work rights, and federal quota exemptions for master's and doctoral candidates. Understanding these 2026 updates is the first step in determining how to navigate the current global market. The first immediate change is a 2026 policy that allows international students to legally work off-campus for 24 hours per week, up from the previous 20-hour limit. This chart tracks May 2026 provincial wage increases. In Ontario and British Columbia, the floor rises to $17.60 and $17.85. Combining this with a 24-hour workweek creates significant earning potential, enabling students to completely cover their living expenses. Furthermore, many top Canadian institutions now admit students with 3-year Indian bachelor's degrees directly into master's programs, removing the need for a 4th bridge year. This accelerated timeline means the student begins their master's degree earlier, allowing them to begin recouping their educational investment through high part-time wages almost immediately. While part-time earnings provide liquidity, the primary driver for long-term growth is the Post-Graduation Work Permit, or PGWP. Under 2026 rules, a 1-year master's yields a 3-year post-study work permit. For programs 16 months or longer, the system allows a dual-earner household. The student's spouse receives an open work permit, participating in the economy from day one. Additionally, master's degrees at public institutions are now exempt from federal study permit caps. This bypasses the typical intake limits and creates a more predictable path to approval. These combined policies, the PGWP duration, spousal permits, and quota exemptions, turn a short academic window into a long-term professional foundation. However, the path to these professional rewards is restricted. Every application must pass through an immigration barrier that is both rigid and technically demanding. For the 2026 intake, students must secure a guaranteed investment certificate of $22,895 CAD. This isn't just a recommendation, it is a federal requirement that must be cleared before your application is even considered. Minor technical errors, such as a mismatch between your past experience and your chosen course, or an unconvincing statement of purpose, lead to immediate refusals. In this system, a single mistake can close the door on the entire investment. Managing a transition of this magnitude without professional oversight is a gamble with the family's resources. This is why Patson's career, utilizing the global infrastructure of KC Overseas, focuses on the technical precision required for these applications. They provide a 27-year track record, over 65 global offices, and direct access to more than 1,000 universities to ensure your profile is aligned with what the IRCC expects. Patson's manages the entire process, from identifying scholarships that lower your initial costs to the complex management of the $22,895 GIC and visa documentation. Turnaround times for the 2026 intake are currently at an unprecedented speed, but seats in quota-exempt master's programs are reaching capacity. Working with Patson's career is the final step in securing a predictable professional future. Visit the website or call the numbers on screen to begin your evaluation immediately.